I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we're going through and how it was totally predictable, most of it, and maybe avoidable. But I'm not going to do that. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms or to even explain anything because if I explain it would help this government and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. You know, they're my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't.
Hi guys, recently Emir of Kano, Sanusi, he came out and he said something about Tinubu's government, his policy. Guess what? As usual, these guys came out like an attack dog to attack Emir of Kano, Sanusi. Guys, I don't want to talk too much. You're going to watch the video, but permit me to say this: the person speaking here, Sanusi, studied economics. Do you understand? This guy was formerly the governor of Central Bank. I don't want to say much. Just watch the short clip. I want you guys to hear what Sanusi said about Tinubu and his government. I'll be right back at the end of the video to read what led to that. Okay, then I will dissect it together. All right, thank you.
I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we're going through and how it was totally predictable, most of it, and maybe avoidable. But I'm not going to do that. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms or to even explain anything because if I explain it would help this government and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. You know, they're my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't behave like a friend. So I watch them being stewed and they don't even have people with credibility who can come and explain what they're doing. But I'm not going to help. I started out helping, but I'm not going to help. I'm not going to discuss it. Let them come and explain to Nigerians why the policies that are being pursued are being pursued. And meanwhile, I'm watching a very nice movie with popcorn in my hands. I'm watching them stew. But I will say one thing. What we are going through today is at least in part, not totally, at least in part, a necessary consequence of decades of irresponsible.
According to Punch newspaper, economic reforms rise above personal interest. Federal government replies Emir Sanusi. Okay, this is the reply Tinubu's government gave to Sanusi's video you guys just watched. Now let's read together. The federal government on Thursday reacted to recent remarks by the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, who commented on the economic reforms introduced under President Bola Tinubu's administration. Sanusi II, who spoke at a public event in Lagos on Wednesday, acknowledged the necessity of reforms, but revealed his decision not to publicly advise the government, citing personal reasons. In a statement released by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, the government acknowledged Sanusi's right to express his views. However, it criticized his admission of withholding support, suggesting it stemmed from personal grievances rather than an objective assessment of the policies. Okay? It urged the Emir to rise above personal interest and partisan undertones and prioritize the greater good of Nigeria. First, we acknowledge that Sanusi indeed. Sorry, guys, just a minute. Okay. First, we acknowledge that Sanusi and indeed any Nigeria has the inalienable right to express an opinion, either in the form of commendation or criticism on how the government is being run. However, we find it amusing that a leader must so work from an institution that enables a forthrightness, fairness, and justice would publicly admit to shuffling up saying the truth because of personal interest inked on imaginary antagonism. It is pertinent to state that Nigeria is at a pivotal junction where both are decisive. Guys, this is quite lengthy. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay, I don't want to read for that. Let me dissect what we have read so far. Okay. All right, guys, this is my opinion. Now, firstly, this is my observation. It's late. I don't want to read everything. Now, number one thing I want to say regarding this is this. See the strategy this criminal administration is using. Now, they want to pick somebody to replace Sanusi. They want to pick a northerner. That's what they normally do. But that's by the way. Now, Sanusi said, I'm not going to speak to you guys. I'm not going to have my opinion to you guys. You are my friend. Now, he has his reasons. Now, this guy is not saying that. Why did this Sanusi at his level, this and that? Why did he come at both? You understand? To suggest, you understand, his advice is suggested to the government to better the government. That's what this might say. The question I want to ask them is this: when Peter Obi, this same thing that Sanusi just said, they lead you. Okay, Peter Obi spoke. He did not only speak. He also brought suggestion, gave the government suggestion. What happened? They came out wide like an attack dog against him. To the extent they say he has crossed the line. That anything, the other side, you see. So people are learning. They are learning from them. Now they are saying that Tinubu's what's it called? Tinubu's his policies, this and that, is the best, is this, that he had. That's what they are saying. Don't forget, when Buhari was there, one of the dumb presidents that just ever had, before they brought the worst, Tinubu. When he was there, they said, what did they say? They say his policies, you understand? Everything is sweeter than jollof. Is better than anything. But today, you are the one also saying, condemning the same administration, condemning his policies. Are you guys getting me? The question is, why can't APC just disappoint Nigeria for once, the Tinubu's government? These guys, they are always defend the indefensible, always defend the criminality. Some of us knew that this is what they are going to do all through the administration. Before they came, we knew what they were up to. We knew that these are failures. These are failures. Tinubu order was that let me just become president, even if it's for one day. He has hijacked the power now. Now they are going to be using a rhetorics and lies upon lies, you understand, to cover up their failure, to cover up their shenanigans. And also, whenever anybody that speaks, they will come out like an attack dog. These people should just bury their shame. Anyway, guys, what is your take on this? What Sanusi said, the message he said to Tinubu's administration, government, and their reply, please, what is your take on this? Drop it at the comment section. I will be reading and responding to all the comments. Thanks and God bless you. I'll see you in my next video.